everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm excited to share with you my favorite dessert recipe, the Biscoff Cake. Trust me, it's absolutely heavenly and perfect for any occasion. I have a bunch of Biscoff recipes in my cooking diaries that are always a hit with all you Biscoff lovers out there. Recently, I updated my Biscoff cupcakes recipe with some improvement, and they were a huge success. So I decided to share my cake version of the recipe too. My no-bake Biscoff cheesecake and Biscoff fudge recipes are also loved by many, so I'm sure you'll enjoy this cake as well. If you're not familiar with Biscoff, it's just absolutely delicious. Give it a try if you haven't already. You'll see why I'm so obsessed. I used a simple cake recipe with equal ratios of sugar, butter, flour, and eggs as the base because it always turns out light and moist. Using these ratios usually works well with most sponges, and the best way is to match the weight of eggs in their shells with the rest of the ingredients. Let's start with the ingredients. For this cake, I used around 7 medium eggs, which roughly equaled 410 grams. So, I used 410 grams of butter, sugar, and flour as well. It's not a must, but it's a simple way to ensure a great sponge. I've discovered that adding light brown soft sugar to the cake batter really enhances the moistness and flavor. It's absolutely delicious compared to regular caster sugar. But don't worry, it's completely optional. You can use caster sugar or even dark brown soft sugar, or even a combination of them all. The cake has a delightful hint of caramel that goes perfectly with the Biscoff theme, making it an absolute dream. And let's not forget the Biscoff flavored buttercream. It's incredibly light and fluffy, despite having Biscoff in it. This cake is pure perfection. If you ask me, I can't stress enough how crucial it is to use block unsalted butter when making buttercream. Trust me, it makes all the difference. Sure, it may be solid and require some patience to soften it to room temperature, but once it's ready, it sets beautifully. Using a spread or margarine instead can result in a frosting that's way too soft. And let me tell you, the last thing you want is a Biscoff buttercream soup when you're aiming for a delicious spread. Oh, and here's a handy tip. If your frosting happens to split, just add a tablespoon or 2 of boiling water or full-fat milk, and it'll come right back together. I decided to switch things up from my previous Karamak cake recipe by going back to a more classic baking style. Instead of the drip style, I opted to layer the sponges with buttercream in between. I added biscuits in between the layers and on top for that extra crunch that I always enjoy in a cake. I skipped using the same sprinkles again, but that's totally up to you. I mean, usually there are some people who pass on cake because of their diets, but this one was a hit. So much love for Biscoff. And there you have it, your very own Biscoff cake. It's incredibly moist yet fluffy at the same time. Trust me, once you try this recipe, you'll be hooked and want to make it again and again. This cake is perfect for those who enjoy cake without it being overly sweet. It's a must-try for all you caramelized lotus, Biscoff, speculoos lovers out there. Thanks for tuning in today. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this delicious dessert recipe as much as I did. If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts on this recipe with us, please leave a comment below or send us a message on social media. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our latest video recipes. Until next time, I would say bye-bye. But if you have not subscribed my channel yet, do it now. Come on, do it!